This will be for the con assignment, comparing distributions. So macaws are tropical birds that can live a very long time. The box plot below shows the lifespans in years of a random sample of macaws that lived in captivity and a random sample that lived in the wild. Okay, so here's the one for captivity, and here's the one for the wild. All right, and this is their lifespan in years. So again, choose all answers that apply. Might be more than one correct. On average, lifespans were longer for the macaws in the wild. Well, let's see. Remember, for these box and whisker plots, we said that this line here is the median, right? This line right here. And the one on this end is the max, and the one on the left is the minimum, okay? So we can clearly see the average lifespan for the ones in the wild is around here, right? We can clearly see it's less than the ones held in captivity, all right? So lifespans were longer for the ones in the wild? No, definitely not. The lifespans for all the macaws in captivity were longer than all those in the wild. Well, that's definitely not true, okay? We can see that some of the ones in captivity only live this much, and we can see there's ones in the wild on the extreme end that live longer than the ones in captivity, okay? So some of the ones in the wild lived longer than the ones in captivity. So it's not B. Answer C, lifespans for the macaws in the wild vary noticeably more than those in captivity. Okay, well, we can see the ones in the wild, the age range is much more spread out than the ones in captivity. So that's definitely true. The age range, the lifespan varied more for the ones in the wild. So that is true for answer C. They varied more. Okay, so of course D is not true. Okay, so this is the time in seconds of the top 8 finishers in the semifinal round, and the other one is in the final round. Okay, this is for the 100-meter backstroke. Okay, so we have the times for the semifinals and the finals. All right, so let's see. Choose all that apply. The times in the semis were faster on average than the times in the finals. For the semis, I think the average would be approximately around here. And the average for the finals, I think it's a little bit less. It would be around there. So yeah, on average, I would say the semifinal round was slower. Okay, don't forget, the longer time is actually slower. All right, so the semifinals were slower than the finals. That makes sense. Okay, this one says semis were faster. It's not A. B, the times in the finals vary noticeably less. Well, that's not true. We can see the times in the finals are much more spread out than the times in the semifinals. So the finals varied a lot more. Okay? So B is not true. C is none of the above. That's true. Okay, so here we have histograms that show the daily high in Celsius in July 2013. All right, this is Portland, and this one is Minneapolis. So choose all answers that apply. It was warmer in Minneapolis every day. That's definitely not true. Okay, look at the coldest temperature in Minneapolis. It's from 15 to 18, and you can see Portland doesn't even have any that's that cold. So there were definitely days in Minneapolis where it was colder. So A is definitely not true. It was not warmer in Minneapolis every day. B, Minneapolis had the coldest daily high of these two cities. Well, that's true. If you look at Minneapolis, we said the coldest was between 15 to 18. Portland does not have that. So that's true. Minneapolis was the coldest for the daily high. Okay, obviously none of the above is not true.